Odd Conduit Media.
What's it gonna be?
You are now listening to the
Hyrule Podcasters!
Hey, all you dragon riders. Welcome to another episode of
Hyrule Podcasters!
Ultra Pod!
Exploring a Torn Kingdom. I'm your co-host, Pat.
And I'm your co-host, Ben.
On this audio-only Let's Play, we venture through each game in Nintendo's Zelda franchise.
We are not experts, nor are we purists. We're just experiencing each game start to finish.
You got that right.
Yeah.
And this season, we're playing Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom.
And we're back, obviously. We're not having imposters here this week, so that's always a good thing.
No imposters.
No imposters. Although that
Shout out
mannequin behind you is kind of an imposter.
Oh, scary mannequin. That's a cool word. Shout out my neighbor upstairs who decided to start vacuuming the ceiling that is their floor like a moment ago. If you can hear that, that's just a little apartment living ambiance
I can't hear
for
it.
you.
I cannot hear it. But Patrick,
No big
you're
deal.
in an apartment. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm moved in, bro. I'm all moved in. I can see the Capitol building. Oh, we did this last week.
I think we were talking about the idea of it. We were in a basement in Ohio, so now
We were in a basement in
now
Ohio.
you're really there.
And I just got back like a few hours ago. I drove back from Connecticut yesterday evening.
What were you doing up that way?
Well, I played a show in Brooklyn. It was great. I didn't have to book it myself.
Wow.
Which I usually just take the reins. I'm a take the reins kind of guy.
Definitely.
Which means I end up doing everything a lot of the time. Which is why I like working with my brother Ben here, because he also does the same thing. He does it all. But I didn't have to book this show. It was delightful. I got to see some of my friends, met with some producers.
Amazing.
Didn't do any podcast business.
That's all right.
But so it goes.
Yeah.
So it goes.
It's good to just be working on the musical side of what your focus is.
How was feeding Chloe while I was gone? My cat.
It was great. We had some nice moments together. I was Sunday morning, so I spent the night on Saturday. I woke up Sunday morning. I'm on the ground in your living room, kind of doing my stretches, getting ready to go for like my long run. And she's coming over and trying to figure out like what I'm doing. And eventually realizes that like I'm not there to hang out on the ground, like I'm definitely in kind of like get stuff done mode, right? But I'm throwing her a few scritches here and there, but not enough to keep her fully in my orbit, right? And then I'm kind of doing this thing where I'm up on like one arm, kind of doing like a side plank, just kind of working on like kind of like warming up my core before I go for a run. And what is over to the side but half of a pill that I have been giving her for the last few days?
What a tricky little cat. Yeah, she like hides them under her tongue and then spits them out.
Yeah,
later,
I'm not sure.
Apparently.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one it was, but I'd given her 2, I guess, by that point. So then the next day, I guess, when I would have, or that night, Sunday night, when I gave it to her, man, I put that thing in her mouth and then like clamped her little mouth down and was like rubbing her like little throat to make her swallow. She was she usually will just kind of like reach up with her little paw and like try and like push my hand down. There were claws out and she was definitely like whack 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 whack. I don't like that.
Wow.
And I was like, I don't care. You spit it out last time. It's your fault.
You spit it out last time, Chloe. Just be cool. Yeah, I usually wrap her up in a little towel.
Oh yeah.
I usually put her paws in a towel and then or blanket and like grab her legs and then use one hand to put This is what you get here at the Hyrule Podcasters.
Well, this is what you want because I can see all of you listening to this. So
everybody listens to the intro.
So we're here.
So what up? The last week we had our mom and our Aunt Becky do our
Shout
intro
out to
with
Mom.
us.
Shout
And
out to
then
Aunt Becky.
we beat Phantom Ganon. And we genuinely, my mom and I, we hopped over to like Ben's game or something. We just like, I think maybe it was mine, but we were kind of rushing through the game so that we could record the the podcast, and I think my mom and I both thought that was the end of the game, like genuinely.
Yeah, and it was kind of hard on my end because I'm trying to produce the logistics for the rest of the season.
Right.
And Patrick's like, well, yeah, we're so close. And I was like, sure. Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I was like, hey, I was like, I don't want to spoil things for you, but you are, and in spoiler-ish warning, if you're for some reason playing along with us for a game that's like a year old. But at this point, you're kind of at like the 80% mark of the game, not the 95% mark of the game. Like there's still like a big chunk of stuff to do that gets you to the final boss. And yeah, so because Pat was like, oh, we're almost done with our season. I was like, I think we have at least 6 episodes left.
Like, can't wait to play Majora's Mask.
It's like, oh yeah, we'll have that out by Christmas. And I was like, we will not have Majora's Mask out by Christmas.
No, it's not happening, bruh. So the game that I've been playing, Metroid Zero Mission, is a game that also has a fake ending.
Right.
A surprise extension, I suppose. And last week or the week before I complained about it. I gotta say, having played through it this time, I kind of like it.
Okay, all right.
I'm not a hater anymore. It's fine. You get your suit back pretty quick, and it's pretty good. Can you think of another game, Spoiler Town, that has a fake ending? Let's say like from a long time ago, so that we're not doing crazy spoilers.
I mean, yeah, did people, when they were playing Link to the Past, to kind of keep it in the thing that we play, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think there was an expectation that the underworld or whatever the dark world, right? The dark world. The dark world was where 8 more dungeons were going to be. 8 more dungeons. You already did 3.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right? And so if you think about it, people had played, the Legend of Zelda that had 8, Link, Adventure of Link, which had 6.
What game? Never heard of it.
And then, and that comes out. So, that's so early on, there isn't necessarily like a formula yet that you would expect like, oh yeah, we're going to go to like a different world.
Right.
And I think that would have been pretty surprising. Now, obviously you do a little bit of Dark World stuff to kind of get in, but maybe you're thinking like, okay, that's just like maybe like up here or something. And it's just like, cool, I'm going to beat this 3rd dungeon and then I'll go to the Dark World and then I'll go up this, because you see Ganon's Tower in the Dark World when you're like the little bunny doing that first transformation. You're like, okay, cool, I'm going to get the 3 penance and then I'm going to go to the light world or the Dark World and then I'm going to go like up that, but it was there was an entire game in the Dark World after playing this whole map in the light world, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, and for all the kiddos listening, we didn't have the internet back then, so like if you wanted a preview of this game, you would have had to get a Nintendo Power or a different game magazine that talked about it, or gone to a store that had a poster.
Right.
I mean, there were some commercials that gave some stuff away, but it's not like you were getting a full trailer for the video game just as a everyday consumer.
And you couldn't go to like how long does this game take.com to see like, oh, this is a 30-hour long game, not a 7-hour long game.
Yeah, exactly. King K. Rool. That is an epic fake out at the end of a game. Donkey Kong Country.
Okay, you're fighting him on the boat.
Super Nintendo. And like you immediately beat him in the credits roll, but they're spelled with a K. And it's just the bad guys in the game.
Okay.
And like the background characters. And then he hops back up and smacks you.
Oh, I love that. That's great. That's like a short fake ending.
Yeah. And Echoes of Wisdom is really fun. I've been enjoying it. It's a little hand-holdy, but the puzzles, that's my only complaint. And I think that I usually complain about the dialogue in video games in general.
Patrick doesn't like the dialogue.
Talking to the villagers. I just don't like talking. If I wanted to read, I'd go back to college. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Patrick actually doesn't read anymore. So like I only send him voice notes, and that's actually why we do a podcast, because this is the only way we actually get to talk. That's what this entire project has been around.
Messages.
I was unable to communicate with my brother for like a decade. And then I was like, hey, what if we did a podcast together and played a video game? Totally thinking like, yeah, this would just be fun. But really is because I so desperately needed to talk to him again after like more than a decade of him just being like, I did undergrad. I did grad school. I read so much.
Yep.
I'm all full up. I'm full up on reading.
Yep. Can't fit any more words in my
There's
head.
no more
from
room.
the page. There's no more room for reading words. It's a good game. I'm excited to lend it to you and for you to play
Excellent.
it. It's adorable. It's fun. The puzzles.
I've heard the puzzles are great.
Different.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're it's a new kind of style.
Great. Well, speaking of a new kind of style, I think we're going to stylishly dive into the depths in this week's episode, right?
Yeah, speaking of a new kind of style, let's get to the depths and build this new...
I had such a great transition. I don't know why you were like,
That's a
I
good
need to have a transition too.
Speaking of a new kind of style, I'm styling on you by flipping the script on your transition. Did we put that in the blooper reel?
I mean, you edit this, so you kind of get the final... you get final cut.
Speaking of final cut, we're going to go do the final cut of this episode because I haven't started editing it
All
yet.
right, bye.
Bye. All right, I'm about to hop onto the head of the light dragon.
Amazing.
I have been on the light dragon a few times.
Okay.
I've just kind of been farming it.
Got it.
You know, because I can track it right now because it has the dot on my screen.
Right, it has the quest is there.
Right. So, again, this episode we are going to pull the Master Sword and then go find the 5th sage. And I think I'm pretty well prepared. I stocked up on arrows and stuff and
Yeah.
got some bows, got some swords.
You almost got taken out by one of those
did.
giant bat-looking
What
things.
are those giant bad things? Nobody knows. It's a
Hyrule,
mystery.
there's something like that. I can't quite remember.
Cool. And we're gonna see if I'm like obstinately not.
Sorry, everybody. I have a little post chips and salsa thing going on in my throat.
Yeah, he was smashing in the next room
You
on
know.
the chips and salsa like you got to do before you. We should get like a chips and salsa sponsorship on Hyrule Podcasters.
If you work for a chips and salsa company, or even just one of those two, call me.
Right, and we won't.
My phone number is 330-2. Sorry.
Your inbox will be forever full if you give away your phone number.
That's true.
Because people definitely still send.
All right, so we're looking down in
Voicemails.
front of us. Patrick with 3 hearts left. Seeing the light dragon, making great stamina left. We're probably gonna get there.
Yeah, it's likely. I've been farming the dragon for so long. I don't want to pull the sword out.
I mean, will the dragon exist without the sword?
And full disclosure,
full disclosure.
I only have 2 hearts left, and I don't plan on getting more hearts. So if I die, I die, and that's the end of the Hyrule Podcasters forever.
You're almost out of stamina, my dude.
All right, I'll eat some food.
All right.
I have a stamina food right here.
Look at you.
Yeah.
All right. And the dragon is below us.
I could have done it without eating it.
That was your choice to do that, man. Not my
You pressured
choice.
me. The people
Oh,
heard.
We can roll the tapes back.
All the tapes back.
I like how Patrick's like, I'm gonna go to the head, and then immediately starts walking
I
backwards.
gotta get some more stuff off the dragon.
I bet you have a ton of these shards already,
I have so many of these shards.
and you're never gonna
bro.
use them.
I'm gonna attach them to my weapons and stuff.
No, you're not.
Imagine
I know you're not.
Imagine if I like attached
You know
them
how I know you're not?
to my arrows.
Because you're
know?
almost at the end of the game.
Well,
And
what if I
we're
feel
playing
like-
this? We're playing this season on like 3 different switches. We're probably not
That's
even gonna
true.
beat Ganon on this.
Well, I'm gonna beat
That's true.
Ganon after we beat Ganon together.
All right, dude, you gotta start going to the front of this dragon's
Bro,
head.
I have to get every shard. So it's actually, I like that you brought that up, Ben. So this episode, I'm playing. I got the sticks, which is fun for me, and not so fun for Ben because I do things like get all the shards, even though I already have 80.
And he just fell off the dragon.
Well, that lets you back on.
Yeah, you didn't know that.
I knew that. I've fallen off this dragon 100 times. You don't even.
Then
know
you have
me.
that. You farmed that much that.
Yeah, you want to see how many light shards I have? I have
You have
43
43
shard of light
That's-
dragon spike.
And they only have
I'm just eating some apples.
they're only giving you like 12 attack bonus back, so it's not like it's even that much going on, you know.
I don't even. Frankly, I don't know what you're talking about.
My name's Ben.
But I don't
Not
even,
frankly.
It's so much different being in person.
It is. We are sitting next to each other.
You don't have the delay in joke making with each other.
Which, we should be in person a lot from here on out.
If everything goes as we think it's going to.
Nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow, so we live for today.
Because the present is a past and the future is a gift, so it's called the past?
Because
Did I get that right?
the future's a gift, the past is a mistake, and the present is why everybody loves listening to the Hyrule Podcasters.
There we go.
Okay, now that we've killed some time while I float to the front of the dragon, I'm about to pull the Master Sword. Oh my gosh.
All
now
right, here
I'm
we
really
go.
excited to get the Master Sword. So it's lodged in Zelda's head here.
I'm ready.
All right. I got to press A to grab it. Here we go. Pulling it. Struggling.
Oh, the dragon
Zelda's.
does not like that.
Oh, bucking. Bucking. Oh, I got to hold on. Well, I
right.
didn't get it out.
Patrick was unsuccessful in attempt number 1.
I'm going to try
Here we go
again.
for attempt number 2.
And I guess I have to hold the button. You need a lot of stamina to do this, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm holding it. I'm holding it. She's bucking. She's shaking her head.
She's like, I've been doing this for thousands of years.
Yep. I've been doing this for thousands of years. I got 2 hands on it now, which I feel like I probably should have gotten from the jump.
Well, I don't think you were ready, to get kind of bucking.
I clearly wasn't because it knocked me off the first time.
All right, now feet back on the ground.
Feet back on the head of the dragon. And we're going to yank it out. Now, the question is, will we ever get Zelda back? Because to become a dragon is to lose oneself,
Lose oneself.
which is what made Mom cry.
Made me cry.
I don't even know what it's like to cry. Never cried once. Oh, and it zooms in on Zelda's eye. And we get the whole scope of the dragon from head to tail. A nice
beautiful.
shot of the dragon floating up into the sky. Fade to white. And we're still
Loading.
fading to white. Yeah, loading. And I'm and I back away without pulling it out. And now I'm in the clouds. And
There are golden rays all around us.
golden rays, golden dust. We're pretty high up here. And the horn of the dragon is like fused onto the Master Sword. Like it's pretty stuck in there. Oh, and the horn slowly loosens as if it's like, okay, now give it a shot. And I press A and put both hands on it. And I have the lightning helm on.
And I just very slowly pull it out, and it's embraced in a molten golden light.
Wow, looking
Kind of everywhere
good,
that it had been
Master
broken has
Sword.
been repaired.
Whoa.
And we're staring at it as the golden amber floats away, and we're left with a perfectly restored Master Sword.
Yes.
We bring it to our forehead. We raise it above our head. We stand on top of the light dragon, who is Zelda, and it in Fee flashes for us.
Yeah. And we fade to white.
Link.
Oh, Zelda has something to say. What's up, Zelda? Yep. I'm here. Talk to me. And we can see her on the screen now.
Master Sword. Your sword.
Mm-hmm.
She is the key to destroying the Demon King.
You know it. I'm gonna slice that Demon King
He
up.
defeated her before, but a long slumber will heal these grievous wounds.
Okay. Been sleeping in your
And when
forehead.
You two next face the Demon King.
Yes. Well, you ready?
You will have my strength to help you through her.
Yes. Sometimes you need Zelda's strength.
Link, you are our final hope.
Is this Star Wars?
I pray
Am I ruining the moment?
this sword reaches you in the future.
Oh, man.
So Zelda's just been working to heal that sword for the last few thousand years.
A few thousand years of floating around as a dragon in order to heal the Master Sword. Can we, get the regular Zelda back now, please?
That'd be nice, wouldn't it? All right, we
Doesn't
sheathe
look
the
like
sword.
We're just on the master.
We're ready to go.
All right, so now I'm just standing on top of the dragon. Fade to black. Really happy I got the Master Sword back, I gotta say. And I land on a sky island, and there goes the dragon. Dang, we don't get Zelda back.
But we have the Master
But we
Sword.
have the Master Sword, the legendary sword that seals the darkness. Its corruption was healed by its time with the light dragon. The blade gleams with a sacred luster that can oppose the Demon King. Sweet. Is it like in Breath of the Wild? Recovering the hero's sword is now complete. Is it like in Breath of the Wild where it eventually loses its power?
I think that's right. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. All right.
I'm in the Temple of Time.
Okay.
Do I go like put it in the
So
stone in the
let's,
Temple of Time now?
No, I think we need to keep looking for the 5th sage.
Well, the 5th sage, isn't that in a temple in the gloom or something?
Yeah, but I think there's we need to figure out how to get down there and how to find it.
You sure I don't have to go to the Temple of Time?
Well, the quest is complete, so I'm feeling pretty good about that.
Okay.
Do you have some spheres to turn in?
I might. Let's see how many I have. You know, I can never figure out how many I have until I kneel at one of these statues. I'm sure it's somewhere in my start menu. Nope, I only have 2. Okay. Well, with that, I suppose it's about time to go warp. I have the entirety of... I'm missing like one light route. But I have so much of this open that I feel like I should just be able to warp to one of these points and get to where I'm supposed to go.
But you don't know where to go.
I don't know where to go.
But you don't know where to go.
I don't know where to go.
Well, why don't you go over to your adventure log and let's click on that the quest.
Okay. Cool.
Find
the 5th stage. Investigate ruins from the Age of Legends.
Okay. So let's go investigate ruins from the Age of Legends. So I think that's at Kakariko Village. Let's warp there.
And we're warping to Kakariko Village. You know, I could use more music in this game. I understand the challenge of having like strong music in an open world game.
Yeah, it's really kind of just there in the background.
Yeah, but I would love like a lot of like themes for every town or something. I don't know. All right.
All right, so let's find those rings that are hanging out.
Let's find them.
I'm going to look up to... Do you know they're over here? Yeah.
So I'm walking around Kakariko Village with no real idea of what to do
Well, no,
at all.
you just need to find the rings that are floating in the air.
And as I look up in the sky, it is a delightful day
There you go.
in Kakariko Village. Oh, right, and there's like
There's
there's
somebody...
a structure between the mountains up there.
Right.
And the entrance, you know, in the mountain pass. And I'm accidentally climbing a tree.
And originally, we had issues because when you tried to investigate it, you got yelled at each time.
Yeah, wouldn't let you do it. But maybe I'll have better luck now that I have a Master Sword. Maybe I'll have
So
some
let's see what
luck.
these guys are going to say. Here we go. Yeah. The ring runes are most intriguing runes of research, especially this one. The way part of it floats up there. You had the foresight to focus on all these special runes and invite the survey team to take a look right away. I'm impressed, Chief Paya.
Oh no, I'm no chief. I just couldn't refuse my predecessor when she decided to pass the title to me rather suddenly. I'm really a chief in name only, since I still have a great deal to... Oh, is that you, Master Link? Now they're both looking at us like I wasn't standing here. I'm so happy that I get to see you again. This is Paya, the chief of Kakariko Village. I'm overjoyed that both you and the Princess Zelda are safe, Master Link. I don't know about all that. The Zelda who appeared after the upheaval is an imposter born of the Demon King? And the real princess is still missing? Are you serious, Master Link? It's certainly hard to believe. Yet I find it impossible that you would make such a thing up. Come to think of it, the Princess Zelda who came to Kakariko Village. She ordered us to not let anyone go near that floating ring ruin no matter what. Let me think about this.
She left as soon as she arrived. I wasn't able to ask her anything more about those unusual instructions. I'm sorry, I forgot what the voice was.
It's like 2 seconds ago that you did the voice. It's cool.
We both have things we're good at, right? We thought it was to protect the villagers from harm. We thought it was to protect the villagers from harm. This ruin does look like it could crash down any moment. That's what Peya and I suspect, at least.
Oh, my apologies, Master Link. I was so pleased to see you, I forgot a common courtesy. Please allow me to introduce Mr. Taro, an esteemed member of the Zonai security team. I invited him here to investigate the ring ruins that fell in our village. He has incredibly deep knowledge of the Zonai civilization.
All right.
Taro,
Good to
Zonai
meet you,
Survey
Taro.
Team Leader.
Pretty cool looking guy.
It's clear that the floating ring ruin that we're forbidden to explore is a unique and incredible valuable find. Several more ring ruins around the shape have fallen down around the village.
Oh, no.
Must have broken apart in some way. What's fascinating is that a stone slab with writing was found at each site.
Really?
Deciphering the text showed me each slab contained rather interesting content, including mention of sages.
Whoa.
There's still so much we don't understand.
Better figure it out then.
I think that perhaps the ruin floating in the air also has a slab that makes Zelda's orders even more unbelievable.
Wow.
But if the princess was an imposter, that changes everything.
Yeah, man, that imposter's been leading you
Princess
astray.
Zelda's imposter, the Demon King's underling, forbade anyone from investigating the ruin. That must mean to do so would pose a threat to the Demon King.
Right.
In that case, we must survey it as fast as possible.
Rod you out, Taro. There's no reason to prohibit below. Let's open up the floating ring ruin at once.
Smart.
Knowledge is tugging on the line. Time to reel in some results.
They're scientists.
Hee hee, you're Lorenin.
Did I read it good?
This is recording number 2 of the day, but we shouldn't be this bad already.
All right.
Hee hee, your Lurlin phrasing is coming through, Mr. Taro. You must really be pleased.
It's just, there's one problem. We still need to determine how to conduct the survey. It's clear the interior of the ring is hollow. Sadly, there doesn't seem to be an entrance. If the contents of the ring ruins are any indication, there should be a stone slab inside engraved with Zonai script.
Okay. I can ascend into it. I can totally
First,
got
we should look
this.
for a way to confirm that there's a stone slab inside.
All right.
However, we also don't want to damage those precious ruins.
Well, I won't damage
Pardon me,
them.
I was lost in thought.
Okay, cool. Let's get to it.
All right, so obviously we're just going to climb up that. All right, so we have a main quest, Secret of the Ring Ruins. So Patrick's going to start climbing the ladders that are right in front of him.
Here we go. Climbing ladders. Ain't no thing.
Climbing some more ladders.
I ain't scared. I like how your stamina fills back up while you're climbing ladders.
I know. Doesn't seem to make much sense, but that's okay.
Well, yeah, you got your foot on it. You know?
I guess that makes... I mean, but it's still kind of...
Still kind of... Yeah, it takes some energy.
Yeah,
How long do you
exactly.
think you could stand on a ladder?
17 seconds.
No! You would definitely buckle after 16.
That's true.
All right, so I guess I'm just going to keep climbing up.
All right.
I've run out of ladders, but that's never stopped me before.
So now Pat's on the...
What has stopped me is using all my stamina to hop quickly when I climb. Should I go up that way?
Well, you kind of have the camera at a tough angle for me to see anything else that's going on.
Yeah, same. All right, so should I just take a peek at everything that I'm looking at?
Yeah, so we want to find the floating one. Do you see it?
The ruins are kind of like everywhere. Let's see. It's nice to be on top of a mountain, though.
It is.
That one's
Oh,
floating.
there you go.
All right, let's hop on into this bad boy and see what's pop-a-lopping.
I wonder if they ever thought about doing descent.
Yeah, I wonder if that was on the table.
Oh, there you go. You can stand right there on that red piece of carpet.
Oh, or I can lose all my progress and start over. Do you think I can just ascend from right here, though?
Yes.
I think that's what I'm supposed to do. I just ascended like for 2 feet. And
There you
here
go.
we go. Ascending into the floating stone slab.
And there it is.
It's pretty cool. It's kind of claustrophobic in here. Should I like take a picture of this with my camera?
That makes sense.
You know, I've very, very infrequently used the camera.
Well, you got it this time. All right. Now how you going to get out, boyo? You going to take a picture of the wall to get out? That's silly.
Maybe I'll just blow myself up.
All right. Patrick is ascending out of the floating ring ruin. He is then jumping off the side and floating back down to show him the picture. What's up, y'all?
There's a new guy.
Huh? What about the image? You have it for me?
Yeah, I got it right here. Here, check it out. I took a picture with my Switch.
Bloop, bloop. What's this you got? Could it really be? Paya, Callop, look at this.
Yeah, check it out, guys. I took a picture of it, and it's just full of information. Wow. Yeah, this is definitely what it was said to be.
It's the inscription on the inside.
Yeah, let's see what we can decipher together.
Promise Zelda, solemnly signed Minoru, Sage of Hide the Key Southeast, Entrust Future, Wish, Defeat, Demon King.
Southeast.
That's all I can make out. But there's lettering I can't. Southeast, but Minoru seems to be someone's name.
Yeah. I wonder who Maniru is.
Look at the context. I do believe that it's the name of a sage.
Oh, we got another sage?
Boo-boo-boo!
No way. What is it going to... Wow, I'm impressed.
It also mentions Zelda and a Demon King. How fascinating.
Yeah, we've been talking about that stuff the whole game. Where
The inscriptions are telling us all sorts of essential information.
Yeah, okay. What else? Southeast
It says
Dragonland.
Dragonlands.
You know what? I did once land on a dragon when I went down into the depths
Oh, that's cool to do that.
and immediately died because I didn't have any armor. Okay. Yeah,
All right,
linguistics course has paid off.
Something about a Southeast and Dragonlands.
Southeast. You know, I also once tried to fight...
The Zonai Ruins in Farron.
Okay.
Amazing.
Wow, the three of these... Where did Callop come from, by the way?
He was the guy that always yelled at you if you tried to climb up earlier.
Right, but like he wasn't standing next to him when we talked to him earlier.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. They're talking amongst themselves.
Yeah, we're just going to blow by all this.
Yeah, so we got to go to the Zonai ruins and no time to dawdle, says you, who's still dawdling. Do you know what the Zonai ruins are? Oh, they're just going to show us. Bing. Okay,
Excellent.
I got my marker. Let's get it. I'm going to beat you there.
Oh. Do you see what's standing in our way?
Beetle, what are you doing here in Kakariko Village?
Dude, they already have stores here, but we'll see what you got.
All right, so we landed at the Poplar Foothills Skyview Tower.
All right.
And we are not going to talk to this blowhard. Instead, we are going to go straight for Dracuzo Lake. Is that what I want to do?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Making our way there. Now, you know, like Ben. Full
Did you just
disclosure,
launch your guy?
Yeah, I love launching my fire sage. Just when I can see a ramp,
I
makes
love
me
it so
happy.
much. That's so fun.
Ben has done this before, so he is kind of guiding me through it, so that you don't have to sit around and listen to me try to figure out what's
Yeah,
happening.
we're doing a little guidance. So we're going to check our map real quick and make sure that we're headed the right direction. All right, we look good.
Yeah, and I'm running straight past the bad guys because I stocked up, and I don't want to waste all my stuff on them. See, this is me not wanting to use any of my stuff again.
That's good. That's good.
And I'm not gonna stop and help this guy.
Oh yeah, the sign guy. I did that probably like 10 times and was kind of over it. So
You know, I will
All right.
one of these days when I'm just like on an airplane with nothing to do.
there
but
you go.
All right, so I'm floating above some ruins.
Oh, we see a campfire. That's probably a good thing for us to aim towards.
All right, we're going to head straight for the campfire. And drop straight into the lake.
Pat almost died.
I dropped into water. You're
Yeah,
supposed to be
shallow
fine.
water, bruh. All right, there's a little notepad here we can read. All right, so we're understanding that there's something interesting here, a new discovery. Taro is there, so we're going to go see what he may have discovered.
I'm kind of on fire.
But just like a little bit on fire.
Just like a tiny eensy-weensy bit.
All right, so Patrick's looking around for where Taro might have went.
And I'm finding some interesting blocks in the water, and I can't lift them with ultra hands, so I'm turning back around. This is some pretty water.
It's very nice water.
Although I'm mad at it because it didn't keep me from hurting myself. Right? You're supposed to jump into any water.
Oh, what's that over there? You see that glowy thing over to the yeah, straight. See that right there in the top right corner of the screen? In that temple looking thing?
Oh, hey. Good eye, Ben.
Thank you.
So here we go. Entering a temple. Oh, yeah, there's like a statue with a bunch of glowing light around it. It's a goddess statue.
Ah. Is that all it is?
That
does appear to be all it is.
I don't have...
the Spring of Courage. Interesting.
I don't have a, I don't have 4.
Oh, yeah. Devout swordsman who offers his prayers, hear my plea. I can no longer sense the presence of the mother goddess statue which dwells in the vast canyon.
Uh-oh.
I would ask you go to the land and bring tidings to me of the mother goddess statue.
Oh, the mother goddess statue.
Please, I beg of you. All right. Well, that wasn't Taro, but we got something else. So let's X out of here and find where our boy went.
Man, this game has so many things going on. And you never know what you're going to find.
Do you know what that's called? That kind of light?
Ambient.
Diegetic.
Diegetic light?
Yeah. And so the idea is it you like game makers use light to like direct you where you might need to go.
Oh.
And that's called diegetic light. Hey, here's Taru. Oh, and he's looking at a mural here.
Sweet.
And it looks like he is looking at a mural that has someone kneeling and offering a Zonai charge. And
sweet.
Yeah, but he has like a cool like headdress and like shirt on and everything.
Well, I have a cool headdress on.
Looks like there's some kind of code there. Interesting.
Oh, boy.
Interesting. So something in these ruins, and there's like a special close, and it opens up a dragon. So forest serpent, though, what is that? I don't know. But he does think that the Dracuza River looks like a dragon, so maybe there's something to do there.
Okay.
So then it says to offer a Zonai charge, and that will clear the way. So,
Interesting.
we'll have to see. But there's a chest here. So we're going to go see what's in that chest, and maybe that will help us out here.
All right. Let's pop open this chest. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? Oh, I got the charged shirt.
Yes, you do.
Sweet.
Okay. So now we need to find, sounds like the trousers and the headdress, and then offer up a charge. So Pat's going to make his way down the river, and first he's going to heal himself up because he has 1.5 hearts.
How do I heal myself?
What?
Is there like a way to do it other than eating?
No.
Oh, okay.
So he's going to make his way down the river. And yeah, we're just going to try and find where these other pieces are that we need.
So Ben has done this before, but it's been a while, and so some of this is still a guessing game.
Yeah, we'll look for more
for
diegetic
us.
lighting. We don't need to kill that guy.
Okay. But these guys are obnoxious. They like...
Oh, there's some diegetic lighting.
There's some diegetic lighting. I've lived the jetic lighting, and I'll diegetic lighting.
So it's covered by some ruins. So, a time bomb. I've never used a time bomb in this game.
I use them all the time.
Oh, cool.
Bomb.
Wow.
Yep, break some boulders with a time bomb.
That was awesome. All right, we have another chest here. Oh, Pat decided to kill a poor sticky lizard. And he's going to open up this next chest.
What's it gonna be?
And we got the Chowsers. All right, I feel like we're going the right direction here. So let's keep making our way down the... Pat's going to headshot, baby. He's going to try to headshot.
Yeah, this is fun, too. You can...
All right, Pat's looking for something to shoot it with.
And my
wow.
immense amount of stuff. Maybe this wasn't a great idea.
What are you looking for?
I want a time bomb.
Oh, my God. Okay, he got a time bomb.
So I want to show you that you can leave him there, and then by the time
Does it
they
stick to him?
figure out what's happened,
Oh.
it just like chills there.
Interesting.
But I like
All right, so
doing it.
Pat's companions are going to take care of the Lizolfoses that we're going to leave behind. And we're going to keep running down the river here. All right, we're keeping our eyes peeled for some more diegetic lighting.
Keeping our eyes peeled, keeping the guys squealed.
You can kind of hear the boss enemy or the enemy music behind us as we just kind of run away. An electric choo-choo.
Yeah, you got to take care of those
Pat
from
blooped
afar
it.
because they.
Oh, Pat picked up a
I
rock.
accidentally picked up a rock.
That looks scary.
Constructs.
All right, so
Making
Pat's going
my
to
way
go up
down
above the
the
constructs and kind of...
Dragon River. Yeah, I don't want to. I'm non-confrontational right now.
Yeah. All right, so he's kind of leaving the river.
Confrontational. And I'm looking around to see if I missed something.
Very smart.
Oh, these constructs are strong.
Yeah, they are.
What do you think?
All right, let's just keep...
Think I missed it, or do you think it's further down?
I think I made this same mistake when I played, and it's definitely not this way.
Okay.
So I think you can climb that. There you go.
Ladder-looking thing and go to the other side.
Absolutely.
Or can I? Leia, or can I?
There you go. All right, so Patrick's going back towards the river. And he's probably going to have to go up the river a little bit because we missed a section of it.
There's a bombable thing here.
So bomb it.
Maybe it's this. You know, we've come a long way from the first Zelda where you just kind of had to light everything on fire.
That's true.
But, like, it has come back around. Like, the bombs are, like, or the bombable walls are now, like, well hidden, you know?
Yeah.
Which is cool. Blow some stuff up real quick. This does not appear to be my
Oh,
entrance.
you got some iron shrooms.
Not what I wanted.
Oh, that's
But it's, you know, I'm not going to complain.
Right.
Hey, you know what I hate? I hate when somebody offers you something and you're like, actually, what do you have? You know, you want some vanilla ice cream? Actually, do you have some chocolate ice cream? And they say, beggars can't be choosers. Like, bro, I'm not a beggar. You offered me some chocolate ice cream.
There you go. I like that attitude.
Right? Like, I'm
Oh,
not.
there's
I'm
something there in front of you.
Oh,
You
the
see that?
diegetic light. I'm doing it. I'm running toward it.
He's running towards it.
Gotta say, we have another character going that doesn't have anything, and having all your stamina is so much easier than not having any
That
stamina.
is very true. All right, so there's no treasure chest here, but there is an altar. And I think this is where we're going to end up putting that Zonai charge, but we don't have all of the pieces of equipment yet.
Okay.
So let's run back up the river, and let's find, I think the headdress is the thing that we're missing.
Yeah, we clearly missed. Maybe when I
So kind
decided
of go to the left.
to not fight those guys, I got out of, you know what I'm saying? A couple electric choo-choos showed up ready to give me the business, but I was like, I'm out of here.
And do the water to the left. This is like a little lake looking thing. Oh,
Oh, I see some diagenic light.
there you go.
I've lived the genic light. Diagenic light.
I like how you've just like taken this word and just you're going with it. I like that for you.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. You know what I don't like for anybody?
What?
The phrasing, I like that for you.
Oh, really?
Because it used to mean something mean.
Is that right?
Oh, that's great for you.
Oh, well, I think when you say it that way, it's still mean. All right, Pat has some vines in front of him, and he's like, I don't know what to do with these vines. Oh, I can slice them with my sword.
I'm gonna kill a sticky
He's
lizard.
going to kill the sticky lizard again. Oh, my goodness.
You don't like killing a sticky lizard?
All right, so he's approaching a chest.
But first,
Oh, my God.
I have to kill another sticky lizard.
You're hearing why we decided to do this season in a very specific way.
Yeah, this is the only episode that you'll hear us running around. And thank you for sticky lizarding with us,
100%.
everybody. Oh, I was thanking them. I'll thank you too. Thanks
Okay.
for sticking with us,
All right,
Ben.
so Patsy's a wizard, but he's going to deftly avoid the wizard. Because they're just kind of giant pains.
I usually take them out pretty quick, but it's because I'm floating.
Right.
And my cat Chloe is now about to hop up onto the couch.
Hey, Chloe girl.
And I'm going back to this diagenic light. Is this the right one?
I think it is.
I was
yeah.
just here.
You were.
Okay, I got to change my clothes. Look away.
Please cover your eyes. Have some decency.
Have some decency, people.
Demonstrate some modesty.
Chloe crawled over Ben's lap.
That was not very decent or modest.
That wasn't very decent or modest.
All right, so Pat's going to put on the charged shirt. That's the charged headdress, the charged shirt, and the charged trousers.
It's like got a unicorn horn.
Yeah.
It's super dope.
It is really dope.
It's like barely a shirt.
Yep.
It's just this like wolf clasp in the middle of some like stuff that goes over your shoulders. Pretty dope. Okay, now I got to get out a Zonai charge.
A large Zonai charge.
All right, what are they down here?
Pat's scrolling. There we go.
Got one.
All right.
Use. I think I hold.
Yep.
And I drop right in the middle of this altar. Oh, and I light some stuff up. At first I was like, it didn't work, but it's working.
Stuff's going green. That's what we want to see.
Love to see it.
Ah, so these big statues that had been all around us that have these big horns on the head, like what we have, their eyes start to glow and they start zapping electricity. And you can see they're getting excited, and another one lights up, and another one. Okay, so they're all lighting up, and their green eyes are glowing, and the sky is shooting down lightning, and they're shooting up lightning, and everything's getting so excited. And all four get hit at the same time from a cloud up above us.
Wow.
And the storm that was raging up in the sky has now dissipated, and we can see a whole set of islands that were blocked off from us. Wow. Oh. Caleb, did you see that? Lightning struck that dragon pillar too. Huh? Is someone in these ruins?
We think a terrible lightning strike hit here, but I'm glad to see you weren't hurt.
I've never seen lightning strike like that. And even stranger, the dragon statue's eyes seemed to glow just before. Link, if you know anything about this, fill us in on what happened.
All right, so I gave the Zonai charge to the thing after I got the
Unbelievable.
stuff. Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
A mechanism in the ancient ruins got rid of the thunderclouds and revealed new sky islands?
You know it.
Great catch. Another amazing discovery in the books. In fact, I'd say it's the Hall of the Century.
Oh, bro, if you had any idea the kind of stuff I've been digging up, then you wouldn't call it that. It's a significant discovery, to be sure. I'd like to go investigate further, but we have no way of getting up there. All right, I got this.
You're right. Well,
Yeah, you guys get out of here. I'm going to go do what I do. All right. Argue amongst yourselves, you two.
well, should we go up to the sky and check out these new islands?
Yeah, let's do it.
So now we are headed back to one of the sky view towers. So that way we'll be able to launch ourselves into the sky and get to these newly discovered islands that have just opened up for us.
I'm excited to go back into the sky. I like it up there.
Oh, you're a water boy and a sky boy.
I'm a water boy and a sky
Unfortunately, you're just not a ground boy, and that's where you spend most of your time in real life.
boy. It's so true. This cursed planet. I spent a lot of time on an airplane, that's for sure. My cat is now in my lap and is, frankly, making it difficult for me to game, but I'll allow it. Build like wing contraptions to try to get places,
Oh, yeah.
and I just no.
No. I feel like every time I build like a wing contraption with 3 fans on it and like 2 batteries, it just dies.
It dies, or I drop it off a cliff.
Oh, totally. All right. So we just found the Thunderhead Isles.
Pharaon Grasslands Sky. Sweet. Oh, I'm getting zappied.
Yeah, there's still some thunder up here. So Patrick's going to take off his metal items.
All my metal stuff. This one's not metal.
Correct.
And that one's not. Oh,
I like how you have rockets on all of your.
you like that?
I do.
Yeah. I keep rockets on all of my shields at all times because that's the easiest way to fight a boss.
Totally. All right, Patrick's good now. And all right, so we're
Looks
on
like I
the
can
Sky
do the
Islands.
thing where I ascend through stuff and climb through these sky islands.
Yep.
Sky islands.
So if you look at the islands on the map, they have they look like a dragon,
yeah.
right? And so there's an obvious dragon head, and we are going to make our way across these islands until we get there. And so we will catch you on the big dragon head in about 2 seconds.
Hey, so you were not with us for the journey of this through this dragon island, and that's okay because it was not great content.
Art, Patrick. It wasn't great art.
Well, it wasn't great content or art.
That's true. Actually, it would have been content. That's what it would have been. It wouldn't
just
have been
been content. Would have been content.
Patrick decided he was prompted to jump, and he decided not to jump for some reason.
Well, I wanted to see if there's something cool up here. Because, like, when's the next time I'm going to be up here, you know?
It's a tree branch, Patrick. That's what's up here. What's up here is a tree branch.
All right, so I guess I'll go back down now that everybody's mad at me.
Who's mad at you?
Everybody. The choo-choo's mad at me.
Well, the choo-choo's mad because you killed the choo-choo.
Well, not anymore.
All right, so you run up on a ledge here. You see a green dial, and it says jump. So that's what we're going to do. And we look below us, and we can see Dragon Head Island, and we can see a temple here in the middle. Or not a temple, but a shrine. So Patrick's going to head to that shrine.
All right. Let's see what's popping off in the shrine.
Popping off in Das Shrine. The Joku Yu Shrine.
Fun, fun, fun. Fun, fun, fun. Going in a shrine. Going in a shrine. Running out of time. Everybody's dying. Fun, fun, fun. Going in a shrine.
Pew, pew, pew.
There are a couple shrines that I couldn't figure out and I left unsolved.
I feel that.
You know? Oh, this one's just... You just walk up, get a treasure chest. It's a Raru's blessing.
It's great to get a Raru's blessing.
It's great to get a Raru's
Ooh,
blessing.
we got a Diamonde.
A diamond.
Diamonde.
Crystal's
Crystal's being a creep. I will
being
call it
a
out.
Total creep. Like walking across the screen very carefully as to not disturb us. And she has tortilla chips.
Some chips and a Truly and
some salsa. Yeah, she get the Truly.
and something in the bowl and some cherry tomatoes. Very nice, very nice.
Mm-hmm. I guess dinner's getting pushed back another couple hours.
Probably that's definitely our fault.
Yeah, let's get it.
Or we just go to Taco Bell.
Yeah,
And then it's not pushed back a couple hours.
I'm sure that nobody would be upset about us not making a big meal. Although I said I was going to eat a vegetable today.
You could eat vegetables at Taco Bell. Oh, we're getting thumbs up from Crystal.
We're
going to the bell, baby.
Bong.
Viva Mas. Viva Mas. All right, so there's some vines in front of us, so we're going to go and cut those down.
Chop down
And we're
the
going to
vines,
explore this a little bit more.
Get a little sky shroom.
Pat Strick still has chosen to not equip a sword.
Well, it was so thundery.
Totally. I mean, it makes sense. All right, there's a giant door in front of us. Kind of looks like what we saw in the Temple of Time. And there are two handholds. So we're going to try and open it. We brace ourselves.
Only have one hand of Rauru.
Oh, the hearts pop up again. So Pat's going to push and hold.
And we're running out of
Heart
hearts.
Okay, this is going to take a lot more than the 3.5 hearts it took to open the last door.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
They're going faster.
10. Oh, and the dragons are kissing at the top of the door.
All right, so far in this game, kind of in this back half, we've definitely seen we needed at least 10 hearts, and we needed at least a full second ring of stamina to pull the sword out as well.
Yeah.
All right, so in front of us is a mask of some sorts.
And we walk up to it, the force field in front of it, and it opens it up, and it kind of looks like a Majora's mask. It looks like it looks like an owl.
It does look like an owl. Okay, and it lights up at the top, and the floor opens in front of us.
Oh my goodness.
What is going on here?
This is pretty fantastic.
The mask rotates 180 degrees, and it fires what looks to be a Death Star style laser right towards the ground, and the ground is now lighting up exactly where this beam goes. Link.
Zelda's chosen protector.
Oh, there's a voice coming from somewhere.
Follow the light.
Okay. Will do. So, you think I'm going to hold on to this? You think I'm going to wear it as a mask?
I don't know. Let's see what happens. Secret of the Ring Ruins complete.
So, we got this.
And we have a new
mask.
objective, guidance from ages past.
Guidance from ages
All right.
past.
So yeah, so it looks like we can pick up, but we walk pretty slowly, and it's firing at the ground, which means I think our favorite, we need a wing. We need a wing boy. And here's a wing boy right here. Oh, there's lots of wing boys actually. So Patrick's going to set this mast down at the front of the wing boy.
And then Ultra Hand, stick it on.
All right. And then he's going to grab the wing boy. And we have these nice little grooves. All right. So Patrick's diving towards the ground because that's where the laser beam is telling us to go.
Yeah, and I'm going to run out of...
Take control quickly.
I ran into a rock. It was scary.
All right. So we're gliding down, and this laser beam is really just pointed, straight in front of us. So Pat's really going to make sure he's, getting down to the ground and not staying aloft because we're trying to hit the ground running. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
All right, and our fans kick back on because our battery has recharged. Patrick only has 3 cells to his battery, if you're wondering. So Pat doesn't have a whole lot of juice.
Oh, is there? Can you expand your battery?
Yeah, significantly.
Dude, I'm so far in this game and I don't know nothing.
All right, so we're now down here.
And I jumped off the thing for some reason.
And we're at what can only be described as like a giant dragon statue.
It's the only way to describe it.
And it's asking us to place...
Their owl mask thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I did it. And we're moving into a cutscene. It's an owl with a third eye. The beam was
Which is
coming
like
from
the
third
Zonai,
eye.
right? The Zonai have that third eye.
Very observant, Benjamin. Oh, and now this giant owl/dragon. Sorry, the only way to describe it is dragon statue. This giant dragon statue begins to rise, and
We're holding the mask aloft as it does this.
wow, and
We get what can only be described as an entrance.
it's the only way to describe it. Oh, and now the beam from the owl head statue thing is showing that we need to go inside of what can only be described as an entrance. And so I guess that's what we're going to do. We're going to
So we
walk
start
down.
making our way what can be only described of as a ramp.
We've been recording for a while today.
Tobio's Hollow Chasm.
All right.
We have just discovered it.
A new chasm.
All right.
And I'm going to put this mask on this
What can only be described as a mask holder.
as a mask holder. Only way to describe it. And I think it's going to turn into an elevator. Yeah, and we're going to go down into the depths. I wonder what's waiting for us down there. So we're going down into the depths.
And we start to get the golden...
Oh.
Zelda's
So now it's talking to
chosen
us.
protector.
Golden light, golden dust.
You must hurry. We must meet as soon as possible.
That's not Zelda.
That is not.
Huh. I'm intrigued. I'm looking around. I still got my unicorn horn
And this
stuff
elevator
on.
moves diagonally, which is pretty cool as well.
Yeah.
I'd love to be on a diagonally moving elevator someday.
Hey, everybody out there, if you know of a diagonally moving elevator, let us know.
Hit a brother up.
You know, we need to know about this diagonal elevator. Ben needs to get on it.
Or that brother. You
Or
got
this
2.
brother.
That's what's nice about it. Oh, we got some... There are at least 2 light routes here.
Mm-hmm.
And...
We land gently.
Very gently, actually.
Okay. And
Oh.
now the beam from this shoots forward again
So we're going to pick it up.
and
As we pick it up, and
lift
we walk it forward. Oh. there is what can only be described as a cookie cutter mold for a robot looking thing. You'd call that a robot looking thing, wouldn't you?
I guess it looks like Venus's clamshell with a robot looking thing in it. How do I get it up there? Oh, right, Ultra Hand.
Patrick just threw the mask.
It's like clink, clink. It's like clearly a sacred item, and I'm just throwing it around. Okay. There we go.
And it snaps into place. And we have a head on a body now.
Okay.
And there are 4 missing sections
It looks like wings
to
and
this
feet.
body.
Link, Zelda's chosen protector.
What's up, disembodied voice? What you got for me? I'm just standing
My
here
name
in
is
the gold
Minoru.
light.
I am the Sage of Spirit.
Another
I am happy
sage.
you have arrived. At last we can speak with each other.
That's crazy
Unfortunately,
that they kept the
I
secret
no
from
longer
me.
have a
I know, isn't that so cool that there's this
Without a
hidden
physical
5th
form.
sage?
We cannot yet speak
Yeah,
face to face.
I think it's. I was very surprised when it happened to me in the game.
But do you see the 4 storehouses in the area?
Yes. I do. I see them with my eyeballs because the camera's showing them to me.
It's so nice of them to show to you like that.
I would ask you to visit each
Mm-hmm. And they're
of
lighting them
and
with-
assemble a body for me.
Diegetic lighting.
Mm-hmm.
This is my request to you, Link. Loyal swordsman to Zelda.
All right, I got you. I can visit these lights and retrieve your body parts, I guess.
But we'll probably do that on next week's episode of
Hyrule Podcasters! Thanks for listening to this episode of
Hyrule Podcasters
Ultra Pod.
Exploring a torn kingdom.
If you like what you're hearing and want to support us directly, you can head over to our Patreon page. We'd also love to see you in our Discord. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook at Hyrule Podcasters and on Twitter at Hyrule Podcaster.
As always, this episode was produced by Patrick, and we'd like to thank LT Headtrip for composing original music for the podcast, including our theme song.
If you'd like to play along with us, Tears of the Kingdom is available exclusively on the Nintendo Switch.
And be sure to rate and review us in Apple, Spotify, or wherever ye happen to listen.
And action!
Whee! Here we go back through every item I've ever collected. Don't land in the water. I was gonna land in the water. Oh!
Odd Conduit Media.